absence making headlines outside the stadium, Van Niekerk was focused on making headlines in it. The South African 400-metre world record holder wasn't quite at his best in the final, but still more than good enough to dominate the race. After freezing through the first 200, it looked like there was only one winner. The Olympic champion showed his class to become world champion for a second time. The legendary Michael Johnson was the last man to do the 200-400 double. Now Van Niekerk has the chance to do the same. With David Rudisha injured, Botswana's Nigel Amos was many people's favourite for the 800 metres title. But as we've seen more than once at this World Championships, there was a surprise in store. On the home straight, Pierre-Ambroise Boss of France produced the sprint of his life. Boss looked like he couldn't quite believe what just happened. You have to go back to 1987 when a man born outside Kenya won the 3,000 metre steeplechase. No other event is dominated by one nation. But for a time, it looked like Evan Yeager might just break their monopoly. The Americans led the way at the early stages, but then ran out of steam in the final 200 metres. Olympic champion from sailors Kiproto kept up the Kenyan tradition with yet another gold medal. The East African nation has now won 12 of the 15 editions of the race at the World Championships. The pole vault title once again eluded Renaud Lavillenie as Sam Kendricks, unbeaten this year, capped an outstanding season with gold. At 24, he has a long career ahead of him, but for Barbara Spotakova, it's unlikely she'll compete on the biggest stage again. She threw 66.76 metres on her second attempt in the women's javelin final. 10 years after winning in Osaka, 36-year-old once again has a world title. Ben Groucher, BBC News.
Now this man here, Botswana's Makwala, says he is devastated to have missed out on the 400 metres final. Athletics commentator Will Downey has been at the championships in the London Stadium and explains to me how the controversy unfolded.
Officials stopped him from entering the stadium this evening. He was entered for the 400, was withdrawn by this IAAF, but he still came in anyway. He wanted to run the race. He was stopped at the gate and then brought into the IAAF office. There are a number of athletes, some have been on social media tonight, very, very sad about the fact that he hasn't been able to compete, because he might have been a very good live candidate for a medal for Botswana. Not only that, we've also had the president of the Botswana Athletics Federation on BBC television tonight here at the stadium, saying that they've been left completely in the dark. The IAAF medical delegate also saying that it has to be a 48-hour incubation period, and because he was diagnosed with norovirus yesterday, then they were never going to clear him to compete tonight. But it is a big shame for him, because he could have been a very live medal prospect tonight. The IAAF pretty much revealed didn't want to take the risk that one of the big name athletes of the week might also succumb.
Real Madrid became the first team to retain the European Super Cup since 1990 with a 2-1 victory over Manchester United in the Macedonian capital of Skopje. The Champions League winners were 2 goals up just 7 minutes into the second half. And man of the match, Isco added to Casemiro's earlier effort. Europa League winners United were given hope when Romelu Lukaku scored with just under half an hour remaining. And with a heatwave across southern Europe this week, named Lucifer, it was Real Madrid who were red hot getting their hands on the trophy, but the Manchester United manager was happy enough heading into the domestic season.
For us to come here and to do the positive things we did, I think we have to go with a good feeling, and we have to start the Premier League Sunday with a positive feeling and a great experience, and going to the Champions League in September. Who knows if we get Real Madrid again? If we don't get Real Madrid, we can get another of the top teams in Europe, one of the champions of the best leagues. And I think this Super Cup was a really good experience for us.
Two South America and Argentinian side winners through to the quarterfinals in the Copa Libertadores after a 2-1 aggregate win over Bolivian champions, the strongest. The tie was level on 1-1 after the opening leg, and it looks as though the home side were heading through on away goals in the 85th minute. Jose Gustavo San scored the victory after the ball was squared in by Nicholas Husky. To golf, the US PGA Championship will be played in May rather than August of 2019. The Final major of the year, which starts on Thursday at Coral Hollow in North Carolina, will finish between the Masters and the US Open. It means the Players' Championship will move from May to its previous March date, and the biggest benefit of the PGA Tour is being able to place a fair start before the start of the NFL and college football season. Now to tennis and the WTA event in Toronto, 10 seed Agnieszka Radwanska eased past Coco Vandeweghe, winning her first round match 6-3, 6-2 on Tuesday. Vandeweghe was in good form, reaching the final in Stanford on Sunday. For the Pole, who was champion of this event in 2014, continued her rich vein of form against the American, remaining unbeaten on hard courts against her, with 4 straight wins on this surface. Not such a good day for a local favourite, Eugenia Bouchard, though, as the Canadian native lost her first round match 6-3, 6-4. Her Croatian qualified Donna Vekic. The 21-year-old Vekic broke the 70th ranked Bouchard 6 times during the match, and now face third-seeded German Angelique Kerber in the second round. In the English city of Sheffield, 2,500 competitors are readying themselves for the Special Olympics National Games. Every one of them has a learning disability in a country that has 1.5 million in that category. But sporting provision athletes like them is facing major funding challenges, as our sports correspondent Joe Wilson reports.
In Sheffield this week there is sport everywhere. The National Games of the Special Olympics. 20 different disciplines, 2,500 competitors. What links them all is that they love sport. What links them all is that they have a learning disability. And that can make life a daily challenge.
Getting like around and travelling and stuff like that, and everybody being nasty to me, bullying me and stuff like that. So
Did that happen to you?
yes, it has, yeah.
And does that happen when you're here doing this sport?
No, it isn't, because everybody's the same.
A lot of people with intellectual disabilities, they feel that they're being left out from the community and from the exclusion, whereas coming to these games actually gives them a chance to express themselves and to really show not about what they can't do, but about what they can do and more.
Well, to stage all this sport takes money. It's the first time this National Games of the Special Olympics has received direct treasury funding, £2 million from the government. But when the event stops at the weekend, so does that cash.
We're hoping that this event will just show what the benefit of supporting Special Olympics by the government is. The Olympic movement was about friendship, was about camaraderie, was about, achieving to one's best. And so perhaps that has definitely got lost in
That's what you get here in Sheffield.
Yeah.
Well, Sheffield United's football ground hosts the opening ceremony of the Special Olympics with some special guests.
There's 1.5 million people in this country with a learning disability. Let's put a spotlight on them, give them their chance. Everybody deserves a chance, and that's just what this is about.
Well, that spirit defeats the weather in this city, but it can't overcome a lack of funds. And as this National Games begins, there is no certainty where or if there will be another. Joe Wilson, BBC News in Sheffield.
Now it's set to be the biggest Women's Rugby World Cup, and it starts on Wednesday. Dublin and Belfast host the 12 teams, with defending champions England naming their squad ahead of their opening match against Spain. Captain Sarah Hunter is in the mix, along with forwards Abby Scott and Heather Kerr, while making her 4th World Cup appearance. Fullback Danielle Waterman has been called up. There are 3 pools of 4 teams, with the final to take place on Saturday, the 26th of August. Should be a very good tournament after that, and everything